This girl is trying to live my life. I've known her since I was 5 years old. Same school, same street, same group of kids who knocked on each other's doors on summer mornings with nowhere to go. For years, I genuinely thought nothing of it. She was just part of the landscape. We grew up together through elementary school. Birthday parties, sleepovers, the kind of easy friendship where you don't need much in common because you're too young to need anything. She moved down the street from me when we were about 11, and for a while that felt like good luck. A built-in best friend 3 houses away. Then we hit middle school and something started shifting. I got into art first. Sketching, painting, spending my allowance at the craft store. Within a month, she was posting her artwork online, tagging the same accounts I followed. When I showed her a piece I'd worked on for 3 weeks, she pulled out her own sketchbook and showed me something almost identical. Said she'd had the idea for a while. I was 12. I didn't have the language for what I was feeling. I cut my hair short the summer before 9th grade. 2 weeks later, hers was shorter. Same style. She told people she'd been wanting it for months. I told myself, people copy people. I wasn't going to make it weird. But then it moved to boys, and I couldn't explain it away anymore. There was a guy in my history class I'd liked since the start of the semester. I told her the way you tell your best friend, quietly, before you're ready to act on it. She walked up to him at lunch the next day and told him I liked him. Not to help me. More like she was detonating something just to see what happened. He was embarrassed. I was humiliated. She acted confused when I got upset. Then she started dating him. That became the pattern for the next several years. Every guy I liked, she'd get there first. Not because she wanted them. She'd lose interest in weeks. But she needed to arrive before me. Every single time. By 16, I had a name for it in my head. I never said it out loud. I just stopped telling her things and stopped including her in anything I cared about. By our early 20s, we were barely speaking. I blocked her at 22. Every platform, all at once. No fight, no explanation. I just closed the door. She didn't know I was leaving. That was the point. For about 8 months, I finally felt like I could breathe. Then things started getting strange in ways I couldn't connect to her. A guy I'd been seeing for a few weeks, someone from a completely separate circle, no overlap with anyone from my past, mentioned one evening that some girl had been messaging him. He showed me the screenshots because he thought it was funny. A stranger asking how he knew me, what I was like, how long we'd been talking. He laughed. I sat there reading it and felt something cold settle in my chest. I didn't tell him who she was. Then a coworker, someone I'd worked alongside for 2 years, entirely outside my personal life, told me a woman had reached out on LinkedIn. Polite message, professional tone, said she was an old friend of mine trying to reconnect, asked about my schedule, whether I came into the office, what my day usually looked like. My coworker had answered because there was no reason not to. She felt awful when I explained. I told her it wasn't her fault. I started going back through everything. The guys, the coworker, a friend who mentioned someone had been asking about me at an event I hadn't attended, another friend who got a follow request from an account with no posts and 4 followers, an account that only followed me and 3 people close to me. I found the fake account. It had been watching my stories silently for over a year. Every upload, every location tag, every person I mentioned. That's when I understood what I was actually dealing with. She wasn't copying me the way she used to. Impulsive, competitive, obvious. She had gotten quieter, more deliberate. She was tracking who I talked to, where I went, who I was getting close to. Every location I checked in at, she'd show up days later. Every guy I engaged with online, she made contact with him. I sat with that for a week before I did anything. Then I set a trap. I posted a story about a coffee shop across town I had never once been to. Made it sound casual and lived in. Described a corner table, a specific drink, the afternoon light through the window. Said it had become my spot. Every detail was invented. She posted a photo there the next morning. Same corner, same drink, caption like she had discovered it herself. I screenshotted it. Didn't send it to anyone, just stared at it. I'm not angry about the copying anymore. I've been angry about it for 20 years and I'm exhausted. But this isn't copying. She is monitoring me in a way I don't have a clean word for. And I don't know where the line is between obsession and something that should actually frighten me. I think I already know. I'm scared.